Hello, my friends. I guess I'm on a roll. I don't know. More on the religious spirit, and this one's called The Religious Spirit, the War on Worship. The religious spirit hates worship. Religion focuses on outward appearance, but the kingdom has a focus on the heart. Religion focuses on what other people are doing, but the kingdom focuses on what God is doing. The religious spirit will cause a person to focus on rules, regulations, demands, expectations, opinions, self, talent, gifts, and all of that. All of that trumps relationship and unity for the religious person. When you are dealing with someone who claims they absolutely cannot worship God in your church, you are in a head-on collision with the demonic spirit of religion. And if it's not addressed and dealt with, the worship ministry will come under attack. In 2 Samuel 6, we learn about David bringing in the ark of God to the city of David. David worshiped, he danced with all his might in a linen ephod. There was shouting, there was a trumpet, there was leaping and whirling before the Lord. David's worship was shameless and undignified. Probably a little chaotic to someone processing this in the natural realm with natural eyes. We learn that Saul's daughter was looking through a window and saw David's worship, and she despised him in her heart. But David insisted, "I will play music before the Lord, and I will be even more undignified than this, and I will be humble in my own sight." Religion always attacks the worship of God. Religion wants to control worship. Religion judges the worship of others. Religious people have strong contempt for kingdom people. You know, many years ago, maybe, 15 years or more at my former church, a man got up in the middle of worship and grabbed a prophecy mic. And he started to sing a spontaneous song the Lord had given him. Now, this man was not on the worship team, and this man could not sing. It was one of the most tone-deaf singing I've ever heard in my life. It was hard, almost painful to listen to. But as he continued to obediently release the song of the Lord, the worship team spontaneously began to accompany him in perfect unity. The entire church broke out in high praise. The men of the church grabbed banners and began to dance and run all over the church. Something of heaven was released on earth through that man's obedience. People left that Sunday a little more free. They left that Sunday changed. It was one of the most powerful Sundays I've ever experienced in my life, and it shifted my perspective on worship entirely and for the rest of my life. Religion focuses on outward appearance. Religion is performance-oriented. Religion judges the vessel God uses instead of rejoicing that God can use any vessel he chooses. Religion says, "You're not qualified." The kingdom says, God is no respecter of persons. The kingdom says the blood alone qualifies. The kingdom says, on my very best day, on my very best behavior, in my very best appearance, it is all as filthy rags. A substitute, filthy, nasty blood. Only the blood of Jesus makes our worship acceptable. I've been leading worship for years now. It's not what I would choose to do. I'm always praying and reevaluating whether I'm in God's will or not. And I have been attacked in a variety of ways for many years. I have a laundry list of complaints brought against me over many years. People don't like the songs. People don't like other people on the team. People don't like that they don't get as many solos as they like. People think worship is too short. Others think worship is too long. People get offended if someone wears shorts, if someone wears a hat, if someone wears a scowl on their face. It's a never-ending battle in worship ministry. Religion focuses on all the wrong things. I was in prayer over this one day, and in prayer, the Lord gave me a vision. In the vision, I was standing in my prayer room in my home, and I was about to hang a glorious painting on the wall. In my right hand, I held a very heavy hammer, and in my left hand, I'm holding a nail. I had this incredible excitement and expectation over this painting that was about to be hung in the room, for it was beautiful. It was good. It was going to bring such beauty to my room. I couldn't hang the painting fast enough. And then I felt the Lord break in with, "You're hanging a painting, but others are hung up on the hammer." The Lord began to minister to my hurt, showing me that vessels, people, the music, the instruments, the songs, they're all just the hammer, the tool, the vehicle. They're not the end goal. The end goal of worship is to gaze upon the beauty of the King, to enjoy the beauty that is before me. With each encounter with God, we get to enjoy whatever aspect of his heart, his character, his nature, his word, his goodness that he chooses to paint before us. He gives us the gift of himself, his own presence. He gives us a taste of the beauty of holiness upon which to gaze. And what we gaze upon, what we behold, we can become like. If someone chooses to stare at the hammer instead of the painting, they're missing the whole point of worship. Saul's daughter got all caught up in David's expression of worship, his tools for worship, the whirling, the trumpet, dancing in a linen ephod, the tools of David's expression. But she missed his heart. And the beauty of that moment when David was ushering in the ark of his holy presence, oh, that the people of God would lift their eyes from the hammer to the painting and set their gaze just a little higher.